guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing today? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a couple acts that I've been using in my makeup routine that I think will be really beneficial to you guys. If you are interested in seeing these acts, then keep watching. So the first act that I have is the pear act. And what the pear act is, the pear soap that you can get from Amazon. And what you're going to use this to do is to hold your brows in place. Yes. So what you need to do is to get the soap. That's what it looks like. Wet it and get one of these little spoolie to activate the soap. And this will last you a very long time. Now there are other products out there that you can buy, but I choose to do this. And I'm gonna see how well this works. And you're just gonna comb it in your brows and allow the soap to dry, giving it that feathered look. Maybe we could have used Spricks and do this too. Don't, it's okay. I know it's hard for you to give it a try, but you are not. So in this video, I'm going to show you just 3 acts that I normally use. There are many more acts out there. All right, so we're going to leave them like that and allow it to dry. What I use to fill in my brows is an NYX brow pencil. Just a regular one. Just make sure I have a sharp point and it's ready to go. That's them filled in. Now I'm gonna go in and clean it up and we'll be right back. So that's what they look like. If you're going for a natural look on your brows and you just want them to look feathered out, you can use the soap to feather them out. And just use your pencil, or you could use a powder to fill them in. All right, so let's move on to the next act. If you're going for a look like this, maybe with the smoky look, and you want between your brows and that dark color to look gradient, which is like faded down and look really nice, going with a translucent powder in between or a setting powder. And all you're gonna do is get a clean, fluffy, blendable brush, get yourself some powder, tap it off. Yes, tap it off. Now you're gonna go right above your brows and that color, and you're gonna blend it and watch the magic. So you're setting it like right there, and I hope you guys are seeing this. I know you feel it within. So go ahead and just spin. So you could choose to put a transition color on the brows, or if you use your setting powder or a translucent powder, I want you to see the difference with the blendable and the unblendable. And you're just really rubbing the tip of that color, right? Now look at that. So you can see how it's blended right there. And look at this one. Do you see that? Do you see that? Let's move on to my final act. Okay, so the next beauty act that I have is using the foundation with the setting powder and actually mixing it into the foundation to give my face a more matte or finished look than putting the foundation on and then adding the setting powder. I think this one lasts longer. Your foundation stay intact longer if you do this act. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin, and on this side, I'm not gonna do that method, and you're gonna see the difference, or tell me if you see it different. So the primer that I'm using today for my skin, and I always use a primer, this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop primer, and this is somewhat a matte primer. You can see the difference on my skin. And the thing is, what we're trying to achieve is your skin staying matte as long as possible. If you do have oily skin like I do, I have super oily skin, then this method will really works for you, especially it's getting to be warm. So I do have my little thing here, and I'm gonna put some foundation there. Okay, we're gonna mix. And my foundation today, of course, is the NARS in Deep Cardona, and I just put a couple pumps there. And this foundation, I would not say is a really matte foundation. Now I'm gonna go on with the Danessa Marix, and this is a setting powder. And the reason why I love this one is not only a setting powder, it's a primer and a smoothing powder. And this is a shade that I would normally use to set my foundation and not my highlighted area. And this shade is in number 4. So if you know anything about Danessa Marix powder, is very light. Like once you hit it, it's all over the place. So I'm gonna use this thing here and put that amount in the foundation. And I'm also gonna use another foundation because I love the finish of that foundation, and it's none other than the Fenty, and the shade that I'm using is Nutmeg Egg. This I would normally use again to set the entire face. And I'm gonna scoop up the same amount. I don't know why I'm using this container to scoop it up, but it's crazy. And then I'm gonna mix that. And I'm just gonna use the bottom of the beauty blender that I'll be using, or the sponge, and mix in the powder. And you are just mixing, right? Okay. All right, so now it's mixed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this side. And what I realized, you also can do this. Do you see that? Do you see that already? What you could do also, you could use a lighter setting powder than what I'm using. I normally like, because I like to go in and tighten the contour area, or use the highlighted area to really make my skin look, because I like that bronzy look. So I normally try to do a little darker than my skin. But do you see that? Yes. You can see it. Like, I don't even think I have to go any further. Do you see how matte and how beautiful it is? Look at it. Now we're gonna do this side without all of that, and you will see. And then we're gonna see, which is right there. And I'm gonna use the other side of the blender to apply it on this side.
I can't believe that you came into my life.
So this side doesn't have the powder added to the foundation, and this side has it. Do you see the difference? Right? So it's really quick and easy. If you're on the go where you don't have time to do all the steps, which is put on your foundation and go in and do it individually powder, on each section, which is your highlight powder and all over face powder set in your face. You can add the setting powder to your, make sure it's a translucent setting powder. It shouldn't change the color of the foundation, to the foundation, and then just do one thing and go like that, just like that. So hopefully these tips help you guys. That was my final beauty hack. If you guys have any questions or would like to see some more hacks, leave a comment below and I will definitely do that. Hopefully this was informative for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you all on my very next video. Bye guys.
Do it for you. Let me show you a place where you go.